How strange! A little unborn child in the womb lived with joy. God chose that little one to proclaim. He did not choose St. Joseph and Zacharias and all these big people. That little unborn child. And today, that little unborn child has become the target of evil, of killing, of murder. The mother herself kills her own child. And that's why I often say, if a mother can kill her own child, what is left for others to kill each other? That's why abortion has become the greatest destroyer of peace, of love, of unity, of joy. The greatest destroyer. Because it destroys love. For love begins at home. Just as love begins at home, evil also has begun at home. And so, now that we are together, let us pray that we may never allow a child to be destroyed. Never let for in destroying the child, we are destroying the presence of God. We are destroying the image of God. And so today, when we have assembled here together as a proof, as a determination that we will, together with the Catholic foundation God has given to you, together, that we will never allow in this beautiful country that God has blessed for with so many beautiful gifts. We will not allow a single child, a single unborn child, feel unwanted, unloved. For Jesus said, if you receive a little child in my name, you receive me. Clear. You receive me. And if we don't receive that little child, we are not receiving him. We are rejecting him. And so today, let us make that resolution. We don't have a house here. We are going to have a house in Toronto. But when you hear that somebody does not want the child, I want the child. My sisters want the child. Please send the child to Toronto. I will take care of it. And to make it more clear how we must love each other, Jesus said, whatever you do to the least of my brethren, you do it to me. If in my name you give a glass of water, you give it to me. If in my name you receive a little child, you receive me. If my name you receive the unwanted, the unloved, the leper, the crippled, the mental, the alcoholic, the drug addict, the prostitute, receive me. Receive me. And to make sure that we understand what he meant, again, he says, at the hour of death, when we go home to God, he will judge us on the same thing. I was hungry, you gave me to eat. Hunger is not only for a piece of bread. Hunger is for love, for somebody to want you, somebody to care for you. That's that hunger, to be cared for, to be wanted, to be loved. Nakedness is not only for a piece of cloth. Nakedness is that loss of human dignity, loss of that beautiful virtue, the gift that God has given to every human life, purity. That beautiful gift, chastity. That beautiful gift, virginity. So beautiful. I was telling the young people, and said to them, it's very beautiful for a young girl to love a young man and a young man to love a young woman. Very beautiful. Love each other with a pure heart. And the greatest gift you can give on your marriage day, the day when you consecrate each other in front of God to each other, when you cleave, you become one. Greatest gift you can give each other, a pure heart, a virgin body. This is something so beautiful for you to pray, to give that to God, to help your children to be able to understand. For God will give it to us. And homelessness. Homelessness is not only, I have no home built of bricks. Homelessness is being rejected, unwanted, a throwaway of society. Forget one day, I picked up a woman from a dustbin, and she was burning with fever. She was really dying. I took her out from the dustbin. I took her home. And it took me a long time to help her. Because she kept on saying, my son did this to me. She was so hurt. It was such a great pain for her that her own son threw her in the dustbin to die like an animal. It took me a long time to help her to say, I forgive. Thank God, before she died, she received the grace to say, I forgive my son. And she died beautifully. See, that hurt. That is a real homelessness, unwanted, unloved. One night, about midnight, a little child came to our gate and knocking at the gate. And I went down, and there was this little one, crying at the top of his voice. And I said, what's happened? He said, I went to my father. My father and mother are separate. I went to my father. My father didn't want me. I went to my mother. My mother didn't want me. You want me. I took him in. See the terrible feeling of being unwanted. That little unborn child. Why I'm working with that? Because we have that beautiful gift from God to work for the unwanted, unloved, uncared. And that little unborn child is the most unwanted. It has to die because the mother is afraid to have to feed one more child, to have to educate one